Hello everyone. In this video, I'll talk about rapid motor adaptation for legged robots. Let's begin this talk with some videos of our algorithm in deployment in the wild. All the videos are without using vision and are happening in real time. We can see that the robot is trying to walk in this difficult terrain. It gets stuck in the rock, tries to get out of it, and then eventually succeeds. Similarly, here the robot goes downstairs without knowing that they existed, so it's basically trying to stabilize once it discovers the stairs through a fall. Even if we had onboard vision, we cannot detect the tip which is hidden in the bushes, or this uneven ground hidden underneath the vegetation. This ground is also sloping sideways. This is a construction site in front of my house with unstable loose ground. And these two videos are on soft and damp ground. Damp ground on the top has the sinking feet problem. Some footholds are such that the robot's feet sink in the ground and get stuck. All the results I have presented and will present are from the same policy, which was deployed without any modifications or tuning and was trained without any real-world samples. The real-world experiments were spread over 2 weeks, during which the foot contact sensors got damaged, so some of our results are despite this damage to the foot contact sensor. Let's get into the details of our method. Let's first solve the problem in simulation. We want to train a policy which can handle a diverse set of environment variations. This policy takes the current state of the robot and a compressed version of the ground truth environment parameters as input to the policy to learn to walk in all these different settings. We are not using a generic policy but an adaptive one, which knows what it's dealing with through this compressed environment vector, which we call the extrinsics or z sub t. In simulation, it is going to experience many different environment configurations, and each of this corresponds to a different zt or this vector of extrinsics. The walking policy takes in a 42-dimensional state vector and an 8-dimensional extrinsics vector. We train this end-to-end using PPO with 1.2 billion samples. Our reward function is motivated from energetics and biomechanics, and we train on natural terrains from a fractal terrain generator. This gives us the nice looking gate you see on the right. But when we deploy this in the real world, the biggest challenge is that this vector of extrinsics cannot be computed because the environment factors are unavailable. This is what people call the simulation to real gap, but the problem is actually deeper than that. The real world values of these parameters will vary from one terrain to another, so no single choice is correct. Even if I can measure them in my living room, it would fail to work in any of the videos I showed earlier. What we need to do is to estimate these extrinsic parameters online at runtime. How can we do that? Our key insight is that the discrepancy in the commanded action and the actual movement is because of these extrinsics, and we learn an adaptation module to estimate it. And we can continue doing so online at runtime. And we can learn the adaptation module as a supervised learning problem because we know both the vector of extrinsics and the state history of the robot in simulation. This model can now estimate extrinsics which we cannot measure from onboard sensors from the observation history which can be measured from onboard sensing. Now our policy is ready for deployment. The adaptation module estimates these unknown extrinsics online. Due to limited onboard compute, it runs asynchronously at 10 Hz, which is much slower than the base policy running at 100 Hz. This asynchronous system is critical for seamless real-world deployment. We did not need any synchronization or calibration while transferring the policy to the robot. Let's look at some more real-world tests done in indoor setups. This is my living room, and I poured some oil on a plastic sheet and then ask the robot to cross this oily surface with the additional difficulty of plastic covering on its feet, and the robot successfully crosses it. Let's play this video in a slower motion. This slide shows the estimated extrinsics over time. We pick 2 dimensions out of the 8-dimensional extrinsics vector. The robot slips slightly after 2 seconds, and we can see a corresponding change in the estimated extrinsics. This enables the robot to recover and continue walking over the slippery patch. Even after adaptation, the extrinsics vector does continue to capture the fact that the surface is slippery. This is another example where the robot is trying to cross these planks which are unstable and move when the robot steps onto them, but we see that our algorithm maintains stability. We conducted a large number of indoor experiments to validate our method. So what makes RMA exciting compared to recent works in legged locomotion? First, we don't use any carefully tuned control stack. We adapt online to show generalization to terrains which are not seen during training. And lastly, our asynchronous design allows for easy deployment despite low onboard compute. Thank you, and please visit our website for more videos.